Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Now I just need to go find the link on Reality. Astron. What's my YouTube account? At Astrodon. Let's look. At Astro dot Norza. Norza 32. How do I? Why not? Excuse me? Let's not expose anyone. Wait, I just closed it. Hold on. Astro. Oh, no. Not. So, I don't know how to minimize the window. Like I've got the stream on, but hmm. 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 Hello. I thought it was a lot easier because I could just click on a button and it would minimize it and then show it on the stream, but it's not doing that. That's strange. Wait, can you guys see it or not? And where? It's supposed to pop up. Like, you know how you open the YouTube app on Reality when you're streaming and then you can just show whatever your what's on your YouTube? Mm. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right now it should look better, but there'll be a delay of me reading chat. So anyway. Okay, the quality should be better. Oh my god, the delay is so long. What in the world? Oh wait, is it? Never mind. It might be showing the OBS instead. Oh, this is. Oh my god, the delay. Anyway. So what I was saying was all of this stuff here is being fed to those containers, right? That's the storage and distribution, like pillar, I guess. Right. So if we go over there, okay, it's got the screws, it's got the rods, it's got the plates, right? It's also got copper, okay. And you see that some of the lines are moving slower than the others. Okay. Um, this is because the production takes kind of long because they take 12 seconds to make, but the screws are like taking a while to, I mean, like an extra 3 seconds after completion, right? So it's kind of inefficient. For this one, it's even worse, right? It's waiting for the screws to arrive for calculating it. It's a game. I bothered, you know. I like the thing is the game keeps evolving. New tools will come out. I won't be limited to using these, very soon because is it not normal? It is for if it was a job and yeah, but like you would do it if the game stays that way. But the thing is, the goal is to keep unlocking materials and different tools, like including like these conveyor belts that move at different speeds, not included. For oxygen, not included. What are you talking about? The game name. Oxygen not included. It's interesting. Ah, I mean, I haven't seen this before, but it looks like you'll need to do some Excel stuff. It makes sense. I mean, pretty much, yeah. That looks like a tycoon production game, right? Likewise for this one. But the thing is, like, like every like 3 hours I spend on this, new tools get unlocked. Like, for example, the conveyor belts. If you look over to my game, yeah, you gotta calculate the watts required to run the whole system of the game for oxygen not included. Yeah, I'm not like I would like to do that, but I also feel like it's a lot more efficient to just when you need more power, you just put another plant, you know? Like cuz like in here, it's an open world. I don't have a lot of constraints. You know, if I run out of power, I just put another plant here like so. Like right, cuz they when I run out of power, it shuts down on its own. So if it does, okay, let's add a new one. You know, as easy as that. There's no more. There's no need to like oh I'm gonna produce a plant that's this size and I'm gonna estimate how many power plants I'll need. Just to complete all of this, and then when you want to expand, which is probably like in the next hour, you know, you just add another one onwards, which is kind of pointless to do the calculations for. Anyway, yeah, like I really, I guess this is the difference between me and my dad. Like he's not, I mean he's like this as well, but like he's got more experience, so that he's more like okay with planning. But like as much as I like to plan, I don't like putting stuff pen on paper to do the planning. You know, I'd rather like plan as I go, right? Because that way you get stuff done, right? And then if the plan is too ambitious, I won't procrastinate. I will procrastinate. Oh, speaking of, so your personal type is um do as I go, and you know, like okay with making mistakes type of mentality. Yeah, like as much as I want to be a perfectionist and like make sure everything goes that way. When I was younger, when I did that, one is I my goals are too overwhelming that I procrastinate. Oh. That thing, I don't think it's accurate. I took it like in high school and I took it again after I graduated and I took it again a couple years after I graduated. Each time it was different. It always changes. Ah, yeah. But like at the same time, I don't think it's accurate because, like the questions are kind of obvious what they'll like, you know, like make you look like. So like if I think I'm a logical person and then like the question asks, "Oh, in this scenario, will you take the logical choice or, go off of your heart?" Like I think I'm logical, so I'm going to go with this. Which might not actually be a good representation of what you might actually do when you do it. Or like, when the choice actually comes to you in real life, right? So you could project your ideal self onto here, which might not actually reflect what you are. That's why like I stopped, giving a damn about these tests. There's so many versions of these on the internet. But back in high school I was a logician, kind of. Yeah, I was a logician, INTP. I think I was an INTP N wait, INTP. Oh, never mind. INTP something. There was two different types of INTP, if I remember. Yeah, A and T. So, uh, I still think parts of me am like this because when we look at romantic relationships and whatnot, it's the question often raises when your partner has an issue, but you might like rub them the wrong way, like now that I've learned it, I know to be more considerate. But back then, I probably would have just said it like outright. You're not in like a mean way, but like genuinely trying to raise an issue. Welcome back. How was your stream hopping? Yes. Yeah. What about yours, Alice? Let's not talk about it. Fair enough. Did you do yours or INTJ? Yeah, I met a lot of people like that are in here, and usually I get along with people that are in here, or there's mutual respect and admiration for each other for people that are under the analysts type. An architect. Maybe you should stop playing the factory game. Let's have a look. Let me open you up. Don't be shy. Let me join your world. I'll just no. I mean, you could. It is multiplayer. I dead ass because I've been playing it so much lately. I would play with you. I mean, Angel, that's what you get for going to kid streams. You have this game? Eh, I never knew about this. Okay, take your time. You never told me that you have Satisfactory. Unless if you did and I forgot. Ah, I see. You should touch it and caress it because it's a good game, in my opinion. Forget about, ZZZ. Okay. Rational. People with INTJ personality types, archetypes, pride themselves on the power of their mind. They can reframe nearly any challenge as an opportunity to hone their rational thinking skills and expand their knowledge. Maybe that's why you're here. This mindset they can devise invention solutions to even the most arduous of problems. Beta decay is no more. Informed. Few personality types are as devoted as INTJs to developing rational, correct, and evidence-based opinions rather than hunches or half-baked assumptions. The funny thing is, besides the fact that I'm a logician, I do actually rely on intuition a lot. And I much prefer developing intuition for a lot of like the science stuff. Yeah, like I want my stuff to make sense, you know. But sometimes it's not because no one is one side 100%. Yeah, like but it's like the desire to develop an intuition is like a double-edged sword. Like back in high school, I was ahead with my physics because of my strong intuition and my like practical like understanding of practicals. Like when we did experiments, like it was obvious what the outcomes were. The outcomes were right. And some people like for example magnets. Okay, we got to play with magnets in grade 12 and look at the magnetic field with the ferrous like iron shards, right? And it was it was it was apparent to me that if God, get this monkey bar out of this place. Um, like like charges repel, and like and unlike charges like monkey bar, they attract, right? So when you have like a magnet bar that looks like this, N and S, right, and S and N, okay, they attract. This is pretty obvious, okay. And then likewise when you have N and S, they repel, right? But the thing that most people didn't know was, can you like make a magnet that only has one pole? No. In maths, it's a possible thing to have a monopole, but there has been no known instances where there is a magnet with a singular pole. Yeah, it's a solvable math issue to a math problem to have. You can solve a monopole like 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 for like a magnetic field, but there has been no discoveries of the physical thing. Yes, and the other thing is like you'll say like, oh, charges is not magnets, right? Okay, you can have a monopole for magnets. I mean, not magnets, charges, but not from magnets. You know, so the intuition that I like, for some reason, without knowing why exactly, I knew that if you, when they repel, okay, but you stack them on top by force, the magnetic field strength would, you know, be doubled, right? Which surprised some of my friends in high school. It makes sense. You know, you double the strength, you know, and you make them into one piece of a singular bar by sticking them together with a tape, and you get a stronger magnet. Surprise, surprise, right? You know, and stuff like, you know, like aerodynamics, or, you know, calculating doing very, very basic calculus, because, you know, you have the time and x, you know, and then x dot, which is velocity, and x double dot for acceleration. This was like, you know, the area underneath, or either the gradient being velocity. This was, you know, easiest stuff in my life, right? It was easy to fumble, which I did fumble for in my test, but like it was the most intuitive thing ever. Yeah. But at the same time, like, sure, intuition granted me this, like, a comfortableness. You must be a magnet man, I must be. It granted me this, like, comfort to, you know, do science. Why can't you pull chicks? Chicks aren't made of magnets, unfortunately. Um, they're not ferals. Yeah, and like it granted me the, you know, the strength to do those classical things. However, he can't pull tricks I can't. I kept getting rejected. Um, uh, it was actually kind of harmful. It was double edged, because when in high school they try to dumb things down by replacing certain topics with analogies, right? There was one thing in particular called EMF, electromotive force, right? And the reason it was called electromotive force was because back when this was discovered, what? What? Like when this was written, like they thought that the the pressure of the, you know, when you carry a current through a wire, right? And then, you know, this current turns a turbine, and it's like, you know, like a turbine, okay, like so, right? No, not my dad. And then the the easiness of turning this turbine was proportional to the pressure applied by this electric potential, right? Electric potential as in like a spring, right? Like how much potential energy loaded into a spring. Wait, have I been streaming on? What's going on? Did my fucking OBS did something?